is my privilege to be the vice president of this wonderful college. I'll be introducing our host in just a second, but I had a couple announcements. For those of you still looking for an English class for communications,
That would be over here. Yeah.
we have 10 late start classes. They'll be fast-paced 9-week courses, but it's a good way to bust out that general studies. So look for that on the student portal. Also, October 18th, we have Quetzal coming. We anticipate that this event will sell out. We also, that same evening, that afternoon, we're going to have our fundraiser for our foundation. They're going to have a reception for $15 and a no-host wine bar. So be sure to buy these tickets. And with that, I'd like to introduce our host, Mr. Rick Nahara.
Wow, I love Oxnard. You know, it's funny, I do, I really do. When I was coming from LA, I always go through the farms, and it's the most relaxing thing for someone from LA. We're not used to seeing no buildings on any acre of land. And
It's so beautiful.
it's beautiful. No, it really is. It's really beautiful. What's great about this show that you're about to see, this show started about 6 years ago in UCLA. And it was 3 people, and one of the original cast members, Raphael and Steve, is in it. And yeah. Remember Raphael? Raphael was actually a dreamer. He came to this country and didn't know that he was undocumented. And the day he got his citizenship is the day he was put into UCLA to get his master's. And he is some of the people that I'm proud to present on this stage, which would show people from CBS, we've got Edward James Olmos, we've got a great lineup of people, and coming up on the 18th we have Quetzal, who is a Grammy award-winning group. These guys, and they're from Oxnard.
Yes.
So I'm very proud of that we like to take people and really showcase what Oxnard is, a great, talented, wonderful community. So it's a great Latino thought maker series. We're going to talk about a lot of things going on. Tonight, after the show, immediately afterwards, the cast will come up, we'll have some questions, answers, we'll talk about all these issues. Now this show, I must warn you, it's got some names in it, it has some words. But what's great about it is people take words and turn them upside down. Like even myself, I remember as a kid, I tell this story about being called a wetback. And, you want me to go on here real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just,
No, we're not politically correct here.
Good. All right. Well, it's true. When I was a kid, I didn't know words like wetback or the N-word and every other word you're about to hear tonight. They were before me. In fact, when I was a kid, I saw a Mexican kid live down the street from me, and he lived on a chicken ranch. And he was, to me, more Mexican than I was. And I looked at him, and because I saw a chicken walk through his house one day. And he had tahini everywhere. So, and menudo, and boy, it's like, they not just Saturday or Sunday, but actually every day menudo. This is real Mexican. So I tell my mom, I was like, hey mom, I'm gonna go play with the Mexican kids down the street. And she says, you are Mexican, so you can stay home and play with yourself. I was worried about that, I got worried about going blind. So I went to the schoolyard, and I saw this kid, he had a ball in his hand, it was my ball. I go, oh, that's my ball. And Bradley goes, no, it's my ball. And I go, no, it's my ball. And he grabs the ball from me and pushes me on the ground and says, it's my ball. It's my ball now, wetback. And I never heard the term before. Didn't sound like a bad word. Drive back, quarterback, halfback, wetback. So just to play it safe, I kick this kid's ass. The schoolyard supervisor runs up and says, why'd you hit Bradley? Why'd you hit Bradley? And I go, because he called me a wetback. And she said, are you Mexican? I said, yes. Well, then you are a wetback.
No.
That really happened to me. Well, guess what? That kid down the street was the other Mexican kid, who they considered a wetback, and me a wetback, and the other kid that lived on the street was a wetback too. That kid who lived down the street is Congressman Juan Vargas. The other wetback that lived up the street was astronaut Elena Ochoa. And me. So in this show tonight, we're going to take apart some words, play with them, and take the sting out of it, and have some fun, because we want to laugh, we want to celebrate who we are, and we're not victims. We're enjoying life here in Oxnard. All right, enjoy the show. NWC. chink, 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 wet back, 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 chink, nigga, 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 chink, wet. Go nigga, 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 go nigga. Chink, chink, wet back, chink, nigga, 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 chink, wet back, nigga, wet back, chink. Chink, chink, wet back, chink, nigga, 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 chink. Warning! This show contains language which may be offensive to some viewers. Well, I think they already know that. I mean, we just did the whole opening chant where we shouted, nigga, wet back, chink. Yeah, like we said, nigga, 134 times, and then we said, wet back, 160 times, and then I said, chink, 270 times. 270, man! You always have to overachieve, don't you? Yeah. So I think they know there's some language, so why do we need to warn them?
Because language is not the only thing we're going to be dropping like bombs here at Oxnard tonight.
Oh, really? Because my mom's here, and my grandma too.
Oh, hey, Miss Chink, how you doing?
Well, tell them to buckle up. Chink, chink, what? Because this is a show with shocking revelation.
Meaning meditation.
Metaphysical mutation.
Take a liking to civilization.
Sorry, Mom.
Intellectual masturbation.
Really sorry.
Drugs, rock and roll,
Life,
death,
love,
hate. Are you in or are you out?
You mean sexually?
Are you in or are you out?
Oh, the show! Are there any nude scenes? Because my mom's and my grandma...
Are you in or are you out?
Well, what's it about?
It's about race.
Oh. Well, then I'm definitely in.
This is a show about race.
The exits are located to the rear and the sides of the theater.
Hey, he's interested back there.
This is a show about race.
The only race that matters.
The human race?
In the beginning.
In the beginning, it was dark.
Oh, what, as in black?
It was dark because there was nothing.
Are you trying to say that black is the absence of everything?
No.
Call me a nigga.
No!
No, say it. In the beginning, there was a nigga.
No!
Say it.
No!
Say it.
No!
Say it.
In the beginning, there was a nigger.
Thank you.
And then God said, let there be light.
Oh, well, what kind of light?
What?
Well, there's all kinds of lights. You know, spotlight, strobe light, chink of light.
Chink of light?
Yeah. You know how they say there's a chink in the armor instead of there's a crack in the armor? That's because chink means tiny, narrow opening, which is where we get our name from, because our eyes look like small cracks.
Fine, in the beginning, there was a nigger, and God said, let there be a chink of light. Thank you. Where was I? I know God does a bunch of other stuff. Let's see, there's an order of ribs. The number 7 is in there.
Yeah, 1, he creates the heavens.
2, he creates the earth.
3, he creates paradise.
Yeah, but then he takes it all back.
Takes what back?
Wet back?
Oh, no. What back?
Wet back.
Wet back?
What?
Wet back.
I've got
In the beginning, there was a name.
Then God created a chink.
And the three were completed with the wetback.
Make a wetback chink. America is a great country.
The great melting pot.
America was supposed to be the great melting pot, but in truth, it's all about fragmentation. Splitting things apart into their niches, segmenting. So the things that used to be put together have now been pulled apart.
But not us. I mean, look at us. NWC. And we still hanging.
Yeah, it flies in the face of conventions and statistics and... Wait, you know what is weird though? How did the three of us ever get together in the first place?
Yeah, it makes no sense in modern America. Where did three guys like us meet?
I remember, it was in
Chinatown! Yeah, we were racing our rice boxes and playing Street Fighter Alpha in the Dragon Arcade.
And wasn't I eating tender golden retriever puppy? Ooh, and chasing it down with a boba?
I've never been to Chinatown.
Oh, so then where did we meet?
It was in Compton!
Yo, we were smoking blunts and pimping hoes. Yo, we ran out of 40, so we robbed shorties in the stove.
And we had nothing but some fried chicken, all that little ramen on the booze and all that.
But I've never been to Compton.
Well, where did we meet?
I remember it was in East LA.
Yeah, we were gangbanging in our lowriders. And throwing up our gang signs, NWC, got none.
And then I leave early to help my mom pick some strawberries out of the fields of Oxnard.
I have never been to East LA.
Oh, so where did we meet?
Yeah, where did we meet?
Wasn't it America?
Where?
You know, home of the brave, land of the free. The land of milk and honey.
Oh, I don't think I've been there. I'm lactose intolerant.
You know what I mean, right?
Not really, Jackson.
A place where you're entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
They deported me.
Well, much you feel any better, African Americans have been denied liberty for hundreds of years, man.
Really?
Oh,
Wait, I'm a little left out here. Are you guys talking about the happiest place on earth?
That's Disneyland.
The place where a kid can be a kid?
That's Chuck E. Cheese.
The place where anything goes?
That's Tijuana.
Well, then I still don't know what you guys are talking about.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance.
To the flag.
Oh, I get it. Of the United States of America. I got it. And to the republic for which it stands.
One nation.
Under nothing in particular.
With liberty and justice for all.
List game quick. List some stereotypes that are commonly made about your ethnicity. Go.
Rice eater.
Bean eater.
Watermelon.
Honda Civics.
1987, Cadillac DeVille on dubs, hydraulics, candy paint, wood grain steering wheel, a system from a Jay-Z, Luda, 2 Chainz.
Bus.
Athletic comedian, the rap star career on the side.
Internet programmer, math tutor, or computer analyst for some Fortune 500 company.
Maid, janitor, grape picker. It really depends on what truck picks me up from the Home Depot in the morning.
SATs,
2,400, 800.
Hold up. What's an SAT?
Sports, basketball, soccer, ping pong. Women, love them.
Respect them.
Pimp 'em, My bad, raised by them.
Wrote this play on a laptop.
Wrote this plan on a notepad.
Why don't you just play phonetically?
Macho,
Passive.
Dangerous.
hardworking. Well, visual speaking. Strong family ethics. Public schooling.
Public schooling.
Public schooling.
Middle class.
Middle class.
Middle class. Minority.
penis.
Jackie Chan.
Come on, fellas, come down here. Okay. So if we're obviously not what the cliches say we are, then what are we?
For starters, we're all minorities.
Hey, did you all know that Latinos are officially the biggest minority group in the U.S.? Well, did you know that Asians are considered the model minority?
But did you know that African Americans invented the street light? You know what I'm saying? You gotta drive. That's important stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the beach.
Hey guys, you think as the model minority, I can get work, modeling?
Yeah, maybe. For a public service announcement about SARS.
Hey! I've got the look. And I first noticed it when I was in the 3rd grade, which means it happened probably after Top Gun, but before Days of Thunder. You see, I started to notice something very peculiar whenever I looked in the mirror. Something about my face, something uncanny. That brown hair, those deep searing eyes, that disarming smile. I suddenly realized that I looked exactly like Tom Cruise! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! Down near the street, I'm gonna kiss it, oh my God, oh my God! Very quickly he realized that he had been blessed.
His face was the handmaiden of God, designed for a greater purpose.
An unforeseen destiny, and it did not take him long to figure out
What that destiny was.
Oh God. Risky business. Oh God.
But there was something about being Tom Cruise that really troubled me.
Yeah, something about that troubled me too. Put your freaking pants back on, man.
You see, women weren't going crazy over me, and my teachers, well, they weren't asking me, can I have your phone number, Tom? And, well, my parents, they did trust me with the house when they went away for the weekend. And no one else saw it but me. People didn't notice that I looked exactly like Tom Cruise. So I got a little desperate, a little manic. And so I went to the one person who would see it if it was there to be seen. Bridget Turner. Now, there wasn't a movie star that Bridget didn't obsess about. So if anybody was going to see it, she was. Well, that night, kind of had this little crush on her. I mean, why stay far away? Why not talk to her? Oh, sure, it was risky business. But who knew? Maybe she wanted to file her own minority report. My attempts to rock her world started off with tetherball. I casually started the game and nonchalantly slipped in key identifying Tom Cruise phrases. Cover me, Iceman. Huh? I didn't say they were good phrases. Good game.
Thanks. Why do you talk funny?
Oh, you mean like a movie star?
No, like you talk funny. Like your L's sound funny, and you can't say R right.
Now, I like to say that I said, yeah, right, like I can't say L or R. But it came out more like, I don't talk funny. I talk like a famous Hollywood actor, and I talk like a famous Hollywood actor because I work like a Tom Cruise. She didn't laugh or nod knowingly. She just said,
You're too Chinese to be Tom Cruise.
which was pretty perplexing for me to hear. Partly because I'm not even Chinese. I'm Filipino. But scene in Days of Thunder when Tom Cruise gets in that car accident and loses all confidence in his driving ability? Well, I wasn't going through anything like that. But if someone told Tom Cruise that he didn't look like Tom Cruise, that, he didn't look like Tom Cruise, that he looked like some cheeky Chinese boy, well, see, that was the Tom Cruise scene I was going through. So I thought, what would Tom Cruise do in a situation like this? And then I thought, he'd go to his woman. So that's what I did. Mom! Mom, something happened to me today I need to tell you about, okay? I told this girl, Bridget, that I really, really liked, that I looked like Tom Cruise, but she said I didn't look like Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise is a handsome American man, and I'm just some cheeky Chinese boy, and I'm not even Chinese, Mom! And then she looked at me, and this is what she said. It's okay, honey. Someday, we'll save enough money to get you the surgery. The surgery. Now, to average Americans, surgery might mean tonsillectomy, appendectomy, or heart transplant. But the surgery, as defined by the Asian Dictionary of Secret Codes, means cutting and removing skin from one's eyelids in an attempt to make the eyes look bigger. More Caucasian? You know how, like, when you watch a good movie twice, the second time around you start to notice all those little nuances that passed you by the first time? Well, that's how my face was for me. A slow, surprising reveal.
You're shorter than you thought.
Black, not brown.
Your skin is dark yellow, not white.
Your face is flat.
Your nose is wide.
Your lips push out.
And you've got chinky fucking Chinese eyes.
When you're 8 or 9, I don't think you know how to hate who you are. But you can definitely learn. And that's what school's for. Right? The day I was told that I didn't look like Tom Cruise, some part of me started longing to be Caucasian. More cock, less Asian. My mom, realizing what she had said, she tried to make light of it for the rest of the evening, but she couldn't fool me. I wasn't born yesterday, and I certainly wasn't born on the 4th of July either. Tom Cruise? That's nuts, man. That's like Jackson wanting to be,
Little Richard, ooh, to the fruity, on the ruby. Shut up.
No. That's like Jackson wanting to be,
James Brown. I feel good. I'm a sex machine.
No. That's like Jackson wanting to be George Michael.
Well, actually, I did want to be George Michael. I do the jitterbug. I do the jitterbug. I put the boom boom back in my heart. I feel so sky high, my loving star. Jitterbug back in the sea.
Wait. You mean George Clinton?
From where? George Michael.
George Jefferson?
No, George Michael.
Or George Michael? He wasn't black. Really?
I said George Michael.
Okay.
I was 13 years old when I first realized I was black.
Don't you mean African American?
Man, get the butt out. Oh, shit. Said black and I meant black. I thought George Michael was pretty cool when I was back in school. And he was much better looking than Tom Cruise.
Hey!
Shut it! Now I know George Michael has fallen on some, shall we say, hard times lately.
Hard something.
But back in the day, you got to wake me up before you go. When did he wake me? You always have problems in English class. It's kind of what this story is about. But back then, all I knew was, sometimes the clothes do not make the man. All we have to do now is take these lies and make them true. So
We don't have the rights to the music, dude.
I'm sorry, man, just that George Michael has a special place in my heart. Kind of the way you feel about Ricky Martin.
What?
So anyway, I'm in English class, in a white school, with my white friends, and my teacher was white, Mr. Hall. I didn't even care. I didn't even notice. I was too busy singing. Because you gotta have faith. And baby.
Jackson Hall. Are we here to sing, Jackson, or are we here to learn?
Here to learn, Mr. Hall. And I promise, I won't let you down.
Good. We'll continue our reading from Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain.
Hey, Jackson, who's Mark Twain?
Well, that's the guy on the KFC box.
Oh, yeah.
My friend Randy was an idiot. Leave you think I tell him. I tell you what.
Mark Twain is not the guy from the KFC box.
So anyway, we're in class reading this book. I don't know how well known this Huckleberry Finn book is, so let me tell you the story just in case you missed it. It's about this badass little white kid who skips school, cusses, goes whitewater rafting, hangs out with this big black pimp named Jim. So I can definitely relate, right?
Randy.
Mr. Hall would just call out names randomly, and when he did that, we had to switch readers. I think he did that to keep us paying attention.
Oh, no, I can't trade Jim. No, not Jim. He's one of my best workers. In fact,
Jackson.
So he was thinking when he called my name, and in my head, I was too busy singing. I'm never gonna dance again.
Jackson.
Luckily, Randy pointed the place to me, and I laid in. Oh no, not Jim. He's one of my best workers. In fact, he's got to be the strongest Nick. Bam! There it was. You know, the word starts with an N, ends with an nigger. I saw it and I just stopped.
Randy, why don't you read, Randy?
but I already read.
I give you Mr. Hall.
No, Randy reads.
In fact, he's got to be the strongest nigga.
Bam! Words stood right there where I left it. Here's the thing. Everyone in class was looking at me. I'm like, why look at me for? It's just a word. Go ahead and read it.
But Jackson,
No buts. Go ahead and read it. The world started slowing down.
he has got to be the strongest.
And stuttering
Nick,
and stretching out. And bam, the word was out. And the room was silent. And everyone was waiting to see what I would say or do. And that's when it finally dawned on me that that word as far as Mr. Hall's class was concerned, that word, that was me.
Jackson, is it okay for us to say that word?
I do believe that was the first time I realized that I was a nigger. It was funny. It seemed as though everyone else already knew but me. My teachers, my classmates, even my closest friends.
Jackson, is it okay for us to say that word?
Yeah, man. Feel free. Feel free. Feel, freedom, I won't let you down.
Nigga,
I will not give you up.
nigga,
Gotta have some faith in the South.
nigga,
So one good thing that I
nigga,
I won't let you die.
nigga,
So please don't give me up.
nigga,
I will really
Nigga. nigga,
I won't let you down.
nigga,
So please don't give me up.
nigga,
Gotta have some faith in the South.
nigga.
It's the one good thing that I got. I won't let you down. So please don't give me up. Got to have some faith in the sound. It's the one good thing that I've got.
you George Michael? Do you not get the irony? Jackson George is like a British dude. The Brits colonized America. The Americans imported slaves from Africa. The African slaves became the African Americans. You wanted to be your oppressor.
Correct.
I can't think of anything worse.
I can.
You can?
Being George Bush. Either of them. Come on, man. He must have wanted to be on the other side at some point.
No. Oh, hell no. No. Oh. Actually, there was a time when I wanted to be on the other side. You see, I always wanted to be Ronald Reagan. And I can explain, but I have to go back to 4th grade to do it. You see, my family and I flew here to los Estados Unidos on an airplane, and it was no vacation. No, really, even though our visa says so, it was no vacation. We stayed. After immigrating thousands of miles to get to America, we stopped in San Diego, which is like 18 inches from the Mexican border. Now, I don't know how smart that was, being that we were illegal. I mean, one big earthquake would have put us back on the other side of the border where we started. Now, San Diego is a predominantly Mexican city, but I was a different breed of illegal. You see, I didn't swim the Rio Grande, and my parents were not undocumented farm workers from Ciudad Juarez. I was from Ecuador. No one knows what that's at. That's in South America, a whole continent away from Mexico. But I was brown, and brown in California means Mexican. And if people decide the shoe fits, then you're a wetback. And make no mistake, I was illegal, and Ronald Reagan knew that. Or so said my father. In Ecuador, my father was a surgeon at the busiest hospital in a third world country. And my mother was a trained anesthesiologist who could make a shrimp ceviche that equal to mother. But the skill that my parents had as doctors in Ecuador vanished when we crossed that border. You see, medical licenses, like citizenship, evaporate at the Tijuana line. And they couldn't apply for new medical credentials without admitting that we were illegal. So in the US, my father used his pediatric surgeon hands to wash the Honda Accords of enlisted Navy soldiers at the Autunm car wash in Chula Vista. And my mother used her precise knowledge of atropine, halothane, and sodium pentothal to restock Viva paper towels on the shelves of the Kmart in National City. With my parents working so many hours, I learned English from TV mostly, and Ronald Reagan was president then. Or maybe it was Bush. Let's go with Reagan, better actor. And I wanted to be an actor. So I would watch Ron on TV, and I dreamt of being like him someday. While most kids want to be like their fathers, I wanted to be like the father of my new country. But one day, that all changed. You see, my father took the family to Coronado Island. Nice beaches there, nice white beaches. And I don't mean the sand. We stood out. But I didn't care. I'd been begging my father for months to teach me how to swim. Besides, we were having fun and taking pictures and eating my mom's shrimp ceviche when all of a sudden this guy ran past us. This brown guy, this wetback. Ran like an Olympian. Ran like he was in a race. Ran like he was running from something. Or someone.
La migra.
I remember the first time I heard La migra. It sounded kind of funny. But then 2 immigration officers came out of nowhere and grabbed the running man. At that moment, my abba grabbed me by the hand. ¡Ay, abba, no tan rápido!
Don't speak Spanish.
So at 11 years of age, I stopped speaking Spanish. In fear that every person in a uniform was La Migra, the Navy soldiers at the Alamo car wash, my mailman, Mr. Anderson, the Girl Scouts. My mother used to roll her eyes at me every time I said I wanted to be Ronald Reagan, and I never knew why. I didn't understand his policy on immigration and naturalization. But now, one thing was clear. Every time Ronald Reagan looked into my TV and said, "My fellow Americans," I knew he wasn't talking to me. Because I was a wetback, even though I still couldn't swim. Jackson's dead.
What?
Yeah, man. He died of Alzheimer's disease.
Y'all saying, man, y'all kidding. That nigga's dead? What?
Jackson, why do you always have to use the N-word?
I don't really.
Well, that's the question now, isn't it? Who can and can't say the word?
I'll tell you can't say the word Paula Dean. Nick, please. It was much worse freshman year.
Why? What was freshman year?
That was the year that I was black. Growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood, something I never thought much about. I fit in okay. I had just as many problems as the next guy.
School bullies, cheap clothes, bad hair, dumb nicknames.
My fellow colleagues and I named ourselves after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My name is Donatello. Used to easily make a homemade staff by cutting up broomsticks at my house. My least favorite, Raphael.
Hey,
Shut it! Your story was so long. Get out of here! Anyway, I was happy in my white life. I thought I'd grow up to be just another white guy. An exceptionally tan white guy. My mother had decided to pack up the California casa and move to Atlanta, Georgia. Quick poll, how got been to Atlanta? Right? It's a nice place. I'm not knocking it. It's hot. Not knocking it. But see, in Atlanta, Georgia, me, Jackson McQueen, wasn't your average white guy. Wasn't a white guy at all. More like white spelled B-L-A-C-K. My mom moved to an all-black neighborhood. There are more problems than the next.
gangs, dropouts, guns, weed.
I stood out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. TNC Surf Factory t-shirts, Quicksilver, Bugle Boys, Vans. Boy, where are you from?
I immediately had to change my act. LA Gears,
Out.
British Knights,
In.
Levi's,
Out.
Yellow Blue Cross Color Pants,
In.
Remember when we jacket,
Out.
Red and Green Buccaneer jumpsuit,
In.
I was a chocolate dream wrapped in a rainbow. Next morning, I stepped off the bus. The black kids could all see it. Jackson McQueen was no longer a white beach dude. Nah, it was hammer time. Too legit. Too legit. I could tell they were all thinking,
Damn, y'all brother got it going on.
guys give me props. Girls checking out for the first time. Hey. I felt great. I felt black. But as soon as I opened my mouth, hey dudes, what's shaking?
What you talking to that dude? Shit. What's shaking is your Oreo-ass vocabulary.
I realized the problem wasn't just the clothes. It was the inside Jackson. I could camouflage it. But there was still a white guy living beneath these high, handsome African cheekbones. I mean, you take the dude out of the valley, but you can't take the valley out of the dude. Dude? So spring break hit. Thought, okay, I have 1 week. And I didn't need a makeover. I needed a blackover. So I worked it. I was determined. I was going to fit in. I was going to be cool. So I started listening to language tapes.
All right, let's all learn to speak ghetto. Section 1, around the house. Sentence 1, hello, how are you doing this afternoon?
Yo, sup?
Yo, syrup?
Again.
Yo, sup?
Joseph?
Sentence 2, I am going to the store.
I'm gone to stay.
Amistad.
Again, I'm gone to stay.
Amagusta? I stupid coach that side of Mississippi. I hired a stylist. Oh.
Hey, yo, Jackson. Hey, yo, Jackson, is that you?
No, sir.
Hey, man, what the hell are you doing?
I'm gone to stop. Forget my fair lady, I was my fair nigga. I could suddenly pass for bona fide black man in any state of the union. Well, didn't use words like bona fide. The phrases like state of the union. I was set to be back in black when spring break ended. Would have been two. Except for my mom's. She thought I was acting weird. Because I was. She thought Atlanta was having a bad effect on me. Because it was. She thought my butt shipped back to California to live with my father again. And she did. Now mind you, I left California in my Ray-Bans and topsiders. But I came back and said, just inside of MC Shaka Zulu. So I stepped off the airplane in my radiant clothing. What it is, Pops. Oh, what's the shizzle, Nizzle?
Ouch, shizzle, yo, nizzle.
What was his problem? Felt like I finally got in touch with my dark side. Niggas stop my stride, Jack. Feel like I need my own entourage, see?
Who is the man? The white dude with a dark suntan? You're damn right.
Yeah, Jackson, that black man want to be blacker than most blacks. And don't ask me no question.
Yo, Jackson, what time is it?
Nigga, you know what time it is. Time people start sweating me.
Yeah, that Jackson is a cool mother.
Shut your mouth.
I'm only talking about Jackson. We can dig.
Yeah, I was cool, all right. Almost too cool. Everything was going just fine until I ran into my fellow Ninja Turtle.
Hey, Dawn. Yo, dude, what's up?
Yo, rock the A up, yo, A up. What's up, nigga?
What was that, Donatello? Why are you talking funny?
I was at a crossroads. To be what I was, a white world's definition of Jackson. To be what I trained myself to be, a black world's definition of Jackson. Was there a third option?
What happened to your clothes?
Do you not remember our motto?
Could I pick and choose? Could I be a Jackson definition of Jackson? Man, I remember my motto, G. Do you stand for what you believe in? When you fight for what's right, that's turtle power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music right. Yeah.
That used to be my song. You see, I used to go by a different name. And one quick summer, I went from being Rafael Agustin to being Ralph August.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I had hair back then. It all started with me getting headshots.
A Rogaine?
Headshots, not shots for my head. It was the summer that I was white. I dyed my hair blonde, bought a preppy wardrobe, and I said things like, yep, super, totally. Being Ralph August was an attempt to get more acting work. I figured, hey, if I look like Leonardo DiCaprio, I'd be eligible for more leading man roles. But then something weird started to happen.
Yeah, teachers started giving him better grades.
Cops stopped harassing him.
He even got a part-time job at
The Gap.
Ralph August was a hit that summer. Even my agent took notice.
Ralph, whatever, totally. Look, I'm thinking about setting you up for this schoolwork project. You up for it?
Super!
Great.
What's it about?
Immigration.
Where? Is it being filmed?
Well, they start shooting in the fall in England.
England?
Yeah, what, you got a problem with that?
No, of course not. I'll get back to you. Oh, shit.
So little white friend Ralph here had a slight problem with Homeland Security. He was totally illegal.
I have been applying for my residency for 14 years. How could I still be illegal?
And he was in the country. He had no guarantee to let him back in again.
The country that wouldn't give him residency also wouldn't let him leave. Ironic, huh?
And that's about the time that Irene Ryan came along, you know?
Oh yeah,
Wait, who's Irene Ryan?
Who's Irene Ryan? Irene Ryan's the most respected actor to ever grace an American stage. And she's the old lady who played Granny on Beverly Hillbillies.
And to honor her, the Kennedy Center named the nationwide acting competition after her.
That's right. Prestigious award for acting is named after Granny.
At the district competition, which included 4 states and Utah, I, Ralph August, found myself steamrolling through the quarterfinals and semifinals with my monologue of Biff from Death of a Salesman. But the finals was shaping up to be tougher than I expected. I mean, to my left, to my right, other white people. And 2 of them were also doing Biff from Death of a Salesman. Shit! I needed something more powerful, something to set me aside. I needed something edgy. I needed something ethnic. I had just the monologue in mind. So I ran to the nearest Walmart and bought some black hair dye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our last contestant of the finals, Ralph August. Ooh, I seem to mispronounce his name. Put your hands together for Rafael Agustin. Please welcome Rafael Agustin Guerra Arata Landivar. That's a lot of names.
Hello. My name is Rafael, and I will be performing a monologue entitled The One-Legged Border Hopper. I run the ranches of the Red Rocky Rock, only to discover that I am an immigrant. It all started in my homeland of Tijuana, Mexico.
Wait, you sold out and exploited your own ethnicity?
But you're not even Mexican.
Shut up, voices in my head. Where I lost my leg. It was packed up in a cockfight, but still, I say to myself, I will be part of the Mexican Olympic team. But then myself said to me, there is no Olympic team in Mexico, because all the runners and jumpers and all the swimmers are already in the U.S. So I prepare for the greatest Mexican Olympic event of them all. The 5-day walk, 14-foot border hop, 100-meter dash to freedom. It all started with the 5-day walk, which was no problem, until I saw the dead bodies of my friends Pepe and Chuy in the desert. Adios mio! Scene. After winning the regional competition, I qualified to go to the Kennedy Center to compete for a national title.
But while Ralph was in D.C., he received something unexpected in the mail.
My permanent residency.
The green card.
After 14 years, I was finally legal. And as I held my green card, I can feel my edge over the other competitors start to melt away. I mean, could I still win if I didn't have this advantage? Had I been using a different card every time the going got tough? I mean, I had to decide. Could I still win if I'm seen just as an American and not as a person of color?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll all agree with me it's been a fantastic national competition so far. So please put your hands together for our next contestant, Raphael Agastine Owero Gorata Land Ivar.
My name is Raphael, and I will be performing a monologue entitled Death of a Salesman.
Play that funky music.
And I lost the national competition that year
Play that funky music right.
to a black guy
Play that funky music right.
who was doing Death of a Salesman.
Play down that boogie and play that funky music till you die.
Sing.
But these race cars do come in handy sometimes.
Yeah, for instance, if you're buying some shoes, you want the prices? My restaurant gives me the option to GBOTA.
What was that?
What's that? Well, it's called Go Black on That Ass. What? You mean $25 from Jordan Sucker? I will catch you in the store right now. Guaranteed let's go with some brand new days of $50 and some change.
Ooh, let me try. What? What do you mean $150 for some Jordan? Sucker? Do you? I got Discover. Do you take Discover?
Your restaurant cannot be used as a tool of intimidation.
Well, can I use yours?
Yeah. It's a non-transfer.
Well, my race car does come in handy for things like renting an apartment. Yes, ma'am, I am very quiet and very tidy, and since I work for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, I'll have plenty of money to pay the rent.
But I'm nice and tidy too, and I also work for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
So, Rafa, your car just being declined.
I'm not sure I got a prepaid race card.
Don't bother. Race cars are not accepted everywhere.
That's right, airport security.
Upscale housing.
Ferguson.
Right? The race car. Sometimes good.
Sometimes not.
One thing for sure, ha ha!
You can't leave home without it. You're up.
Huh? Yeah, I had a job with black.
At the center I was white.
And now, you're up.
Oh. Oh, right.
The night that Dion was gay!
No, not gay. Like gay guy, like real gay, and not gay, like happy gay. You see, I was just pretending to be gay. I mean, it's not true. No, not true. Just people think you're gay when you decide to show up to a gay club.
The gay club.
Yeah, I went to a gay club.
He went to the manhole.
Well, that's because my straight friend tells me, or so he says, that beautiful women frequent gay clubs. And since all the guys that go are gay, that means that beautiful women
Minus gay guys.
Says one straight guy.
equals no competition.
And the guy he went with.
I went with this guy.
His date.
But he was not my date. He was just this guy who was convinced that I was gay.
You're not gay.
I'm not gay. Or at least I was pretty sure I wasn't gay.
Ooh.
So I thought, am I gay? I mean, because if he's convinced and I'm only pretty sure, then proof is what I need.
Okay.
Well, not that kind of proof. No, I just need to prove to myself once and for all whether or not I'm gay. You know what? I need to go to that club. You know what? Get on the dance floor and I need to
Dance.
Yeah, and if some hard evidence decides to pop up and present itself, then I'll know. You're not be sure, not be pretty, but no, once for all, whether or not I'm gay. So, you know what? I go to the club. Look to my left, a good-looking guy. And to my right, another good-looking guy. So I say to myself, all right, this is it. This is the night. This is the moment. I'm gonna dance. I would. I really have like homework to do. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Dion, is that the end of this story?
That had nothing to do with you being Asian.
Why did you tell that story?
oh, you know. You were white for a summer, then you weren't. And you were black for a year, then you weren't. And I was gay for a night. And whoa! I knew I shouldn't have told that story.
I will never be part of your flashbacks again, Dion.
Come on, Jackson. It wasn't that bad.
Well, there was a point to that story. And that point was how difficult it can be to be Asian.
What?
Well, you know, I mean, you guys get these cool ethnicities where you get to be all sexy and scare people. Well, what I get stuck with, huh? What, being the model minority?
But that wasn't that bad. At least people look at you and think you'll fix their computer as opposed to steal it.
But then you get so caught up in trying to be perfect that you forget who you actually are. And that's how you wind up at a gay club, sandwiched between two big men and wearing leather pants.
Leather pants?
I left that part out, huh?
I mean, yeah, come on, Asian culture's the best, man.
First of all, Filipinos don't feel Asian. Filipinos feel Filipino. Plus, Asian is such an oversimplification of so many beautiful and distinct cultures like Filipino and Korean and Japanese and Chinese and Indonesian and by some cases, you know, Indian and Mongolian.
Well, whatever you put in it, give me some of that.
Really? Why?
Jackson, give me a little something street with a splash of soy sauce.
Boom, boom.
I want to jump over that great wall. I want Confucius alongside Mark, John, Luke, and Paul. I want to turn Juan Valdez's coffee tree into a bonsai and make love like a Latin samurai. Swan! Oh. Yo no quiero todo, mamá. I want to be good at math and play like Yo-Yo Ma. I want Maoism not to be something I just learned in history class. I want Buddhism not to be mutually exclusive with Sunday Mass. I want to karate kick some ass and still remain calm and mellow, all while embracing the color yellow. A California roll for two, a 5-7-5 haiku is just the beginning. Or what I'd like to take from you, I want the Asian invasion, Bruce Lee and that fine Zhang Ziyi, Dragon Ball Z, the Art of War book, and Rufio from Hook. I want the dragon twisted around my New Year's Eve and Hello Kitty on my sleeve. Turn my blood to teriyaki, toast my Cinco de Mayo Wasaki, blow me up like Nagasaki. Whoa! Nagasaki? Hiroshima to their mind. Because I want to make this crystal clear. When it comes to Asians, I've got no fear. Give me ninjas, wasabi, Jinto, beer, everything. Except the crazy motherfucker from North Korea. Because Godzilla's breath is where it's at. Be my geisha, I'll be your chow yum fat. But please let me make the Asian scene because I am tired of being brown in a country that only respects green. So bring forth the empire of the sun and help make my mind, body, and spirit one.
Are you going to tell me that you're tired of being a Latin lover?
Hey man, it's hard, you know? All the itching and chafing.
Man, I see like 1,000 reasons why I want to be a Latino.
Really?
Man, I see like 100 reasons why I want to be a Latino.
Really?
Maybe it's more like
The top 10 reasons reasons why Jackson McQueen wants to be Latino. Number 10.
Ricky Ricardo. Don't get me wrong, I love George Jefferson, I love Keith Huxtable, but there's something about Ricky Ricardo. That bongo playing, Babalu singing, tamale eating, brother. I mean, he was off the chain when he did it.
Ricky Ricardo was Cuban. They don't eat tamales the way that we eat tamales.
I love Lucy, but the show should have been called I Love Ricky.
Number 9.
The women. That's what I said right there. That's it.
Number 8.
Salsa. See, 8 and 9 go together. You know what I'm saying? One question. Do you like Negroes?
Number 7.
The music. See,
Oh, yeah,
it sounds like so permeated.
So the 3 of us, we go to downtown LA and there's a live band playing. And
Dude, what you doing, bro?
what do you do for the people here? What do you do for the people over there?
Oh, man, what you?
Come on. You want to dance with me?
You help me out?
Oh, yeah. Sensual.
Viviendo sensual.
Sensual.
Viviendo muy
Sexy.
sexy. Ay, es una bomba.
Bomba.
Penelope Cruz.
Bomba.
Medusa tequila.
Number 6.
Culture. The Latin culture has the greatest scale of diversity in the world. With so many super cultures dominating Central and South America, cultures now clearly making their way throughout the United States. And speaking of culture, has anyone seen anything like
Number 5.
the women? One country, any other Argentina, Brazil, Puerto Rico, Costa Mesa, Santa Monica. One question, do you like Negroes?
Jackson, you can't do that, man.
Can't do what, bro?
You can't say the same thing more than once in the top 10 list.
Well, the Negroes?
The women.
My bad, man. Won't have again. Please stick your ass behind that plastic wall like this.
Number 4.
The women.
Number 3.
Work ethic. Latinos are some of the hardest working people in this nation. And these are, you know what? They make a career out of it.
Yeah.
So, humble, reliable, and determined people I know. There's someone ignorant to something like, oh, they're taking all of our jobs. Don't I recall Russ Limbaugh selling oranges on our freeway off-ramp? Don't I recall Bill O'Reilly washing dishes to pay the rent? Don't tell me Latinos are not some of the hardworking people in this nation. If you do, I'll make a career putting my foot in your butt. It's my learning to respect and deserve, son of a bitch. Hijo de puta, me vida loca, viva la raza.
Number 2.
Family. Some of my African American friends grew up in a single parent household. But not Latinos. It's beautiful. The entire family lives under one roof. Mother and fathers, brothers and sisters, grandparents, great-grandparents, a cousin or two, some friends, a few co-workers, but what a beautiful example of what family really is. Unity is what I value the most. And to me, that's what being Latino is all about. And the number 1 reason why Jackson McQueen wants to be Latino? The women!
Come on, man. Make me black.
I want a world where hip-hop ain't a bunny. Where I pull up in my caddy just to pick up my honey and buy us some dope-ass bling with all my fresh money. Tell a joke and people think it's funny. I want to turn oppression into a boom, boom beat. Where disadvantage is a melody and pain is just poetry, but with a boom, boom bass line make me romantic. I want to spit game like only a brother can. I want women to lose themselves in skin that is so dark and engulfing as the midnight sky. First, overjoy like Stevie Wonder. Then she'll get lost in all the thoughts of my temptations and inevitably we'll get it on like Marvin Gaye. And when we're done, all she'll have to say is, damn! Can't get enough of your love, baby. Make me athletic. I want a 200-meter dash to the nearest Chinese food store in 19 seconds. And when I'm running it back, I I want to cross over stoplight, spin fake the center divider, and step on the BMW. And for my victory dance, I want to chop suey every loudmouth so that Asians can't drive. Because we can. We're just being cautious.
You realize those are just more stereotypes, don't you?
Yeah, but I like yours a hell of a lot better than I like mine. So give me your hip hop, your Jerry curl locks, and a big fucking cock. 'Cause I'm tired of people looking at me and seeing what they're told to see by belief structure based on ignorance and assumptions. So please, make me powerful. Make me soulful. Make me beautiful. And make me black. Inside sometimes. But even if we feel good about it, doesn't mean the rest of the world will see it.
So that's the next step. So we gotta challenge some assumptions, mix things up, stick our epic faces where they don't belong.
So, what are you doing for summer vacation? Summer school? Not me, straight A's! It wasn't cool to be Chinese. I'm not Chinese.
Ho, 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 Christmas time in a Christmas space. You can sit on a Christmas space. I want a ho, you want a ho, everybody here want a ho, ho, ho.
Santa, it's June.
And here's your gift, little boy.
What's this?
Yeah, it's like a dime thing. How to describe what it is? You want me to get the knock? I'm sorry I'm late. I got my watch set on CP time. For those of you in the audience who do not know what CP time stands for, it stands for Christmas party time. Christmas bastards. Ho, 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 I want a ho, you want a ho, everybody want a ho.
Santa, you're black.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I thought Santa was white.
Gotta tell the story one more damn time. All right, have a seat. All right. I was up on the roof. Sit your ass down, huh? I was up on the roof, delivering presents as usual. Rudolph and Blitzen were playing grab ass. So I walked over there. Sit your ass down, Rudolph. Rudolph kicked up the damn chimney. I fell 2 stories. Face first into the snow. I get up. Wipe my face off. At that moment, a voice came through the window. And there you have it. Santa Claus is a white man. To this day, me and Rudolph still got problems. What?
Where did the name Saint Nick come from?
Where did the name Nick come from? The name Saint Nick goes way back. Don't tell nobody. Life is slang.
Huh?
You know, Sharon the Green Leaf.
What?
Maui Wowie.
What?
Marijuana. The name Saint Nick is the term Nickelback. It used to be called Saint Nickelback. Carried this big red sack of sticky icky all throughout the country. I was huge. And I got busted. And did community service taking towards the children. Here I am today, still doing my damn time.
Oh, I didn't know the real Santa was so cool.
I'll come your time next year. Tasha Queesha always on the case about that.
Who's Tasha Queesha?
My wife, Tasha Queesha calls. Iggy. Take that little bastards. Happy Kwanzaa.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Chinese Superman.
Chinese Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet train.
I'm no Japanese.
Just go with me. More powerful than a tank running over a student protester in Tiananmen Square. Able to lead the Great Wall in a single barrel.
Bro.
It's Chinese Superman.
That doesn't sound right to me.
No, it is right. It's young Kyle from planet Koreatown.
Wait.
North or south? Ooh, south. Okay, cool. He was sent away by his parents in a solar capsule. Oh, Koreatown explodes soon. Put baby in capsule.
Bye-bye, baby. You go to us, become a straight A student, and become a superhero. And you will.
Korea party exploding. But baby Kyle, safe in his solar capsule, studied for the SATs for like 2 million light years. Where he landed on Earth, Koreatown, and he was found by Mom and Pa Kane.
Oh, you be mom, be pop.
Why would we one of these things?
Because you're always saying your mama, so now I'm saying your mama.
Oh, look at Mama, a little baby boy, just like we always wanted. Are you sure it's a boy? It doesn't have a thingy. Sure it does. Right there. But it's so small.
Who's telling the story anyway?
Hey, mama, let's adopt them and raise them as our own.
Won't people notice?
What? That I am strong? That I can fly? That I have X-ray vision?
That he's Chinese. Oh, yeah, he's Chinese.
I am not Chinese. I am Chinese Superman. Chinese Superman. The accent's on the Superman. Look, I'm strong. I can raise a tractor, an American-made tractor, John Deere.
Made in Taiwan.
Don't look at that. Well, thanks for raising me. I'm off to Metropolis now, where I'll either become a mild-mannered reporter or use all my ungodly abilities to dominate humanity. Mild-mannered reporter, dominate humanity. Mild-mannered reporter.
I thought Asians were supposed to be smart.
Meanwhile,
At the Daily Planet, I'll be the star reporter under my admiring editor, Kung Pao White.
Chingao Ken, get in here.
And I win the love of that hottie, Lotus Lane.
Oh, she I got the sticky rice.
And in times of trouble, I'll rip open my Bakuan t-shirt to reveal my skin-tight costume with the yin-yang symbol on it. And I'll find the truth, justice, and the American feng shui.
Welcome to the Republic of Arizona. And by welcome, I mean, let me see some identification.
Oh, shit.
But I'm just trying to see the Grand Canyon.
Are you eating nachos? Nachos? Oh! Show me your passporto por favor.
Oh, Jesus help me.
Excuse me? Who are you?
I am he who is called I am. If I wasn't, then what would I say I am? I love that Eminem King's a good Christian boy.
Are you Jesus?
Oh no, my son, I am Jesus.
Let me see some identification.
I'm afraid I left it in my other shroud.
Well, then you were sent back to the country where you were born.
But my son, I have come back to bring the kingdom of heaven to your country.
Too late. Mormons already did that.
Are you saying God is Latino?
Think about it. What God makes the world in 7 days, creates man out of his own image, and all for free? That's cheap labor, if you ask me.
You mean to tell me a Latino made Adam and Eve?
The porno company?
No, Adam and Eve, as in the first humans.
Oh, Adam y Evelina.
Hey, Jesus, can I ask you a question?
Sure, my Chinese son.
I am not Chinese. Hey, Jesus, why did God forbid Adam and Evelina from eating from the tree of life and knowledge?
He didn't forbid them, my son. What he said was, unless you want to do it for the rest of your life, don't pick fruit!
Right?
Oh, Jesus!
A black pope. Oh, ooh. Kiss the man.
Oh, I got one. An Asian rap star. My name is what? My name is Slim Asian.
A Latino basketball player.
A black square dance caller. Oh. Well, grab your partner, those two souls. We gotta get that go down. Oh.
Well, the ultimate impossibility.
A black
Latino
Asian
president of the United States.
Wait a minute.
We already have a black president.
That's right, Morgan Freeman.
Our President Obama?
Listen, man, I know, man. I didn't want to upset you guys who haven't got yours yet.
Hold on. We got Sotomayor.
Yeah, and we got the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, we are definitely winning. President of the United States is black. California's old governor is black. California's new governor is black. I mean, come on.
Wait, hold on. Jerry Brown ain't brown.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is a white dude.
Shut in German, sports means black. And I think we've already established what a nigger is. Woo! Oh man, oh man. I bow. What's wrong, fellas? I mean, that was funny, man.
It's not that, Jackson. I mean, just 3 examples. Okay, 2 examples. If that's as close to people like us are going to get to high political offices,
Or heroes and legends.
then that's weak, man.
But it's funny.
But why?
Because it's funny.
But why? Why is it always like, Chinese Superman?
I mean, no one expects to see an Asian superhero.
But why not? I mean, why the frick not?
For the same reason people don't expect to see a black Santa or a Latin Jesus.
Exactly.
And Hollywood is not any better. Low representation on TV. And if they don't make a movie of nigger wetback chink, they'll probably start the friggin' Jonas Brothers.
I mean,
Man, come right into it.
I mean, what else have you got? You just said no one would accept me as a black Santa or a black Pope. I get as much as I can out of the system.
But you don't take what you're given, because that's the problem. Furthering the expectation that we will or will not be somebody just based on how we look.
And those are the expectations that really fuck with our sense of identity. I mean, don't fool yourself, all right? We may have elected a black president, but most of this country still has no problem seeing you as a nigger.
What'd you just call me?
Man, I didn't call you
You're
anything.
just trying to prove a point.
Now, where's that side?
Hey, I got nobody's side, all
Well,
right?
that's kind of ignorant, actually, because to get over this, we got it to the side, and that side should be
Oh,
ours.
so the chink thinks I'm stupid.
You did not just call me
Well,
a
you
chink.
called me a what? I called you a red back.
I said nigger.
Red back?
Ah!
I think they thought we were find something.
Ooh, the minorities are rioting. Don't get the Lexus.
We don't talk to each other that way.
Because we don't see each other that way.
We don't buy into that whole hate thing.
And no one would.
If they really saw the people around them.
Let's game.
Don't eat rice.
Can't do beans.
Hate watermelon.
Brown.
Browner.
Browness. Music. Metallica.
JC.
Share.
Sports. Basketball.
Bowling. Badminton. School.
Educado.
Hey, buddy.
Buddy.
Funny.
Hey.
Big penis.
Just as the show was coming together, man.
Have it in your
This
mouth,
freaking
bro.
guy. Get the fuck out.
Guys. Ahem.
You think he's coming back?
I think we'll just go back there.
I ain't going back there.
I ain't going back there either.
Go back there!
I see that thing. I see that thing. Well, we can't finish the show without it.
Dion, I don't know what you're trying to prove back here, man, but you just a jerk. Jackson! Jackson! Jackson!
Oh, God! It's all girth.
chink. A term thought to have come from the English mispronunciation of the Chinese word chongguo, meaning China. It was first used to describe people from Asian nations around 1879.
Wetback is a relatively new term that took off in popularity around the 1950s when the U.S. government launched a military strategy to reduce the number of immigrants crossing the Rio Grande. This program was officially known as Operation Wetback.
Nigger. Considered by some to be the granddaddy of all bad words. This word dates back, goes way back. It comes from the completely different Latin word, niger. It's the same damn word. Means black.
3 words created to label people.
That became ways to hurt people, remove our power.
And separate us from one another.
So, where did we meet?
Oh yeah, you never really answered that question, huh? Was it
Chinatown!
No.
Compton!
No.
East LA! Nope.
Damn. So where did we meet? Yeah, where did we meet?
It was in Africa.
What?
Some 60,000 years ago?
Oh. There's a really cool idea called the out of Africa theory.
Our British geneticists studied thousands of DNA samples from across the world.
And he can show that every human being alive today descended from a single tribe
That lived in Africa.
some 60,000 years ago.
Do you like Negroes? Because it might be one.
But if it's true, if we all come from that single tribe in Africa,
Then what about race?
Yeah, this is show about race.
if it's true, then we're all forced to accept a greater truth. That there's only one race.
The human race? Hey guys, you know I'm thinking, if 3 guys like us can get past this whole race thing and become good friends, maybe there's hope for,
Chink, chink, what? Chink,
nigga, nigga,
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 chink, what?
Now we have a little question and answer. What we do is it's part of the lesson. It's interesting. I know all these guys. I've known them for years. Jackson actually, we met at the CBS University Showcase.
yes, yes, yes.
When was that? Hell, it was 4 years ago? 4 years ago. We did a sketch for CBS, and it was a really funny sketch, but we couldn't get a guy to play Don Cheadle. So we actually had auditions for someone who could play Don Cheadle in the sketch. And
I do not look like Don Cheadle.
yeah, I know, but he outacted everyone. We had about 10 actors come in, and he did the best audition. And I was blown away that day because I looked and I felt so horrible because we had one spot for an African American, and I saw so much talent that could have been in those roles. And that's what makes me do what I do, is really to showcase talent and show it to the rest of the world. And Rafa, I have known almost, how long? 10 years, 2 years? 4 weeks? 4 weeks? He's been a good friend for another 4 weeks. No. I've known Rafa for a lot of years because he used to read my plays when he was a kid. So he came up to me, he says, you know, when I was just a child, I used to read your work, and you're so old. And then he walked away. It was a really weird moment for me. But, Rafa. And how long have we known you?
Right before the show.
Right before the show.
Craigslist. I'm Dion.
Yeah, and for that moment right before the show when I met him, I sat there and said, we're good friends. We're good friends. He looked at me strangely. That was
He
it.
touched me.
Yes.
Not in my heart. He said, you all look alike, and then walked away. You knew my brother.
I said I wanted a combination special number 2. That's all I remember saying. No, but not so great show, right?
Yeah.
Part of this program here at this college is to bring you the best we can find. And you got to just keep telling everyone out there in Oxnard, come see this college, this Performing Arts Center, all the stuff's going on. Because it's really groundbreaking. It really is. And I'm very proud of it. We've had Edward James Olmos, we've had the CBS Diversity Showcase, we've had my one-man show. We've had a lot of good work up here. Lisa Valdez, who did, you know, a great author, a novelist. So this show, what we want to talk about was the issue of diversity and how it affects us all. There's a state, something came out about with USC, did a study, huge study. Yeah. USC, okay, USC. No? He's from UCLA.
USC.
Yeah, that's called first world problems.
You went to USC? Nobody USC.
You went to USC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
University of South Carolina.
how was the tuition on that one? What cheaper?
No.
Not much cheaper? I got accepted to USC, actually, I years ago, and I couldn't afford it. So it was a very, they told me how much it would be, and I was like, I could buy a house. So I didn't go, but this show was developed out of colleges, and this USC study that came out found out that over 100 top grossing films, less than 5% had Latinos in the movies. Less than 5%, but yet something like 30% of the ticket buyers are Latinos. So we're paying for it, but we're not seeing it ourselves. And another statistic happened that women, the Latinas that were in those movies, 38% were either naked or partially clothed. So that's not I know, it's not me, it's an actual fact. It's a survey, it's a big study. And so we're either underrepresented or underclothed. So that's be our Latino experience. And what's great about this is it's fully clothed, yeah. But you know, but it brings up these issues. And if you don't bring up issues, you can't talk about it. And I think it's the most effective way to really tackle such heavy-duty subjects as, you know, diversity and racism and things like that, to put it in a comic way and have an audience take a word that could be a very hard, hurtful word and laugh about it. And what happens is an audience, which means all of you, becomes one group. It's the dialogue between the audience and the performer. And that's what is called community. And what this Performing Arts Center, what Oxnard is doing, is building a community. I'm very proud of that. So let me ask you, Rafa, how did this all start?
This all started everything you saw on stage was actually 100% autobiographical. These are the true stories of the original writers. And we actually met before UCLA, we all met at community college. That's why we thought it was very important to come and perform at Oxnard Community College.
That's where I was a student body president of my community college.
Which college?
Grossmont College.
Like,
Yes, I was. Student body president. Yeah, I nearly got impeached though. But it was another story. That'll be a tell-all book. But yeah, we all came from the college system.
not all of us.
You didn't junior college? Of course not.
I got a GED.
You didn't go to college?
So you were combating stereotypes.
that?
Not all Asians are
Not all Asians are educated.
all respect.
You know that? You got a master's degree, you got a degree too, I got nothing.
Well, that's, you know, so look, not all Asians are educated. This is something I didn't know.
I didn't say I was educated.
Lance McKay.
Okay, all right. So when you put this together, how was the response the first time you did this?
So when we did this was at UCLA. We met at community college, did it at UCLA, and it was interesting to us to see the response from the community at UCLA because it wasn't like African Americans, Asian Americans, or Latin Americans who were getting offended. It was everyone else. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of our white brothers and sisters were like really pissed off.
Liberal white people are
Liberal white people, conservative white people, they were just pissed off. They're like, how dare you, like these terrible words. And we're like, we know. We absolutely know these terrible words.
So you didn't refute that they're bad words?
No, people came to protest us for our first show, and then when they realized what we were doing, they thought it was like a bunch of white people who put the show together or something. I don't know. They actually came in to watch the show and like, oh, we get what you're doing. We said, don't prejudge a show with a title that are used to prejudge people.
How about that? How about that?
Do you think the show would be less controversial?
Don't
if it was
judge
called-
the show on the show.
Yes, that's it. Do you think the show would have less controversy if it was just called three talented guys?
It was originally called Ethnic Friends, but no one knows, you know.
So people do, were you, when you were getting the tickets to this, were you a little scared by the title? Just out of curiosity?
Had no idea, didn't see that what was happening. Yeah, I mean, now that I see it, it is so enlightening,
Yeah, isn't it?
yes.
I'm sure there's one white Grand Wizard guy going, I'm so disappointed in this damn show. It's nothing what I expected. How about 100 seats, goddammit? Okay.
I'm on 300 tickets. That's what I can't see.
And all of a sudden, what the hell? I got ripped off. That's just my weird mind going on.
Here's a funny story, because we've toured the nation for 5-6 years, and one of the craziest things that ever happened to us was in Olympia, Washington. Before the show started, the sheriff's department came in and said the theater's on lockdown because we've intercepted some neo-Nazi activity, and neo-Nazis are going to come protest your show. And we're like, whoa, why are they offended? It's called Nigger Wet Back King. But then, the NAACP was also having a funeral for the N-word, so then the NAACP were protesting our show.
Wow.
So then we had like neo-Nazis and NAACP protesting us, so we just bring people together like beautiful.
It's moments like that when you see the NAACP holding a Grand Wizard's hand going, we protest this together! You did build.
Sharpton.
We build communities.
Now, me and you met actually I saw NWC years ago. It was Carlos Mencia was performing, myself, a lot of different great performers, and they had this group coming up here, NWC, and they're the beginning of the show. So a lot of the comedians backstage were kind of looking down at these guys. And I watched them, and I was like, wow, you just kicked all the other comedians out. Because they opened up so great and so strong, it was hard to top them.
I'm following.
Yeah, hard to follow. A lot of them did not do well. But so I've seen these guys in their work, and that's what I wanted to bring to Oxnard, because it is an important show, as you said, and it is a show that explains something, and it's a show, especially now in America. We've got Ferguson, we've got Murrieta. I'm naming off cities where all these big things are happening, and if we're not talking one another to us as a community of the United States, we're not getting past these issues, and that's why it's so important to have this. And what it says also about Hollywood is a lack of inclusion. And so I really love what they're doing. Jackson, what was your experience when you first started doing this?
Oh, I had a lot of. I got that story?
Yeah.
So, I didn't realize how the show affects other people. So we were in, I think, Wisconsin, I think. So after the show, we're sitting around, just, chit-chatting. I see this older couple.
We're in the lobbies greeting.
Lobby,
Yeah.
this older couple, they had to be like 100 years old. And I see the lady, she's like looking at me. I'm saying, I know she wanted to come talk to me, but she was a little more braver, you know what I mean? So I said, come on, talk to me, girl. Come on, talk to me. So she came over, and she was like, excuse me, can I shake your hand? I was like, yeah. So I shook her hand. She was like, you know, I just saw the show, and you're the first black person I've ever shaken hands with in her life. I was like, that's cool, man. So then she was like, you get off me now. It's too long, it's too long.
She looked at her hand and go, it's still white, it's still white.
But that's cool that the show made her
And he took her purse and then ran.
Yeah. And then she was like, I knew it, I knew it.
I bought 300 tickets. But yeah, I was blown away. I was like, this changed lives, changed lives.
As this, how would you say was one of your amazing experiences? Any?
Well, yeah, any no, like when we were in Kentucky and we did the show and like there's this, like a 19-year-old Caucasian kid in the front row and he's crying. He's like, I can I ask a question? He's like, I've only cried twice in my life. One time was watching Titanic, and the other time was watching the show because I was laughing, and as I was laughing, I realized that I was a racist and I didn't even know it.
Wow.
So, and we were like, wow.
And what a deep philosophical guy.
I know.
To cry from Titanic.
Titanic was good though.
I cried at Titanic.
3 times I've cried. Episode of Friends, it was really tough. Titanic. Now, how are Asians reacting to you in the show?
They love it. I always get some Asians come up to me and they're always like, yo, that's my story too, that's my story. And even, I'm not even the original writer. Me and Jackson actually filled in for the 2 original guys. And I don't think, in the beginning they were like, I don't know if we can put other actors in there because it's autobiographical stories. But then as I read the script, I was like, what are you talking about, man? I've gone through this same type of stuff.
Was it hard for Jackson to play a black guy?
You know what? We'll say. Shut up, man.
Well, I mean, what's cool about this is you get to, it is universal. I mean, even I was listening to Rafa on stage. I grew up in San Diego. I remember being so close to the border and just, the immigration thing. It's like, it's strange. I was stopped in Tijuana, and then I'd be stopped 100 miles from the San Clemente border checkpoint. And they would come up, they'd push on my trunk, and I always wanted to be a ventriloquist going, are we here then? Are we here now? They're pushing on the trunk, are we here? Can we get? But it never came to me to do that. But I mean, I related to everything, as you guys said, and I think it is that when you get specific, you become universal. When you honestly say, this is what affects me, this is how I feel, it becomes a universal story. So I think it's a credit to the story and the writing that it can be played by other actors. It doesn't have to be exactly your story, but it is your story. Now, let's take some questions from the audience. Anyone have a question? Well, that's an interesting question, because you mean post-racism or
Racial, like,
Like we're beyond it now?
yeah, the modern society, supposedly, we have a black president, it's post-racial now.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, because once we get Obama in, all racism went away, which is amazing. The great experiment works now. Obama's in, and there is no racism
We
whatsoever.
all go home.
So, what do you guys think about that?
That's dumb.
Post-racial?
Well, here's the thing about the show that people, I think, can take away incorrectly. We say there's only one race, the human race, because race is a social construct, but that doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. Racism does exist. And the argument we're making is if we are biologically proven 100% we're all African. If we're all African, then how can we justify all the poverty and racism and classism that exist in the world? I mean, that's a deep philosophical question that we all have to ask ourselves.
So in the end, we all are one.
Sure. Yeah.
Simple as that.
There's only one race. The amazing race.
Good show. Amazing race. Yes, question.
Okay, Archie Bunker, which I grew up with that,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about that?
Well, I mean, I grew up in that era a little bit more than these guys did. So,
No, I love Archie.
We're not older than we were.
It's crazy.
You're 28, 21, 47, 47. Oh man, black don't crack. That's amazing. That's you're 40. How much?
I'm 47.
You're 47.
I'm not 47. I'm 19.
You're 19. I'm not being.
I'm Asian. I could be anything.
That is so true. And it was a 9-year-old Asian that stole my car. No, he's 47-year-old. I'm not sure.
No, I love Archie Bunker. I mean, it was a different time. I think everybody's really sensitive about, because his point of view was really strong, and he was racist as hell. But, you know, you could never put that on TV nowadays. Never.
Even you could say the N-bomb on the Jefferson. A few episodes with like, the lady name?
Chico and the Man.
What is it? They used to drop the N-bomb on network TV back then. It was like, you know,
It's
in
funny.
context, obviously.
When Freddie Prinze came out, was for all the Latinos, all of us were like, yes, finally. And then it was so taken away from us through suicide. But I think Archie Bunker was great about him is we knew the writers behind the Archie Bunker show were saying something in the end. We could laugh at Archie. We were able to laugh at it. And that was, I think, dispelled. I mean, that episode where he was Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh,
That episode is brilliant. Archie Bunker is a big fan of Sammy Davis Jr. And somehow they meet. He goes to his house. Archie wants to, because he's a star. He's giving him his chair, all that stuff. And at the end of the last moment of the episode, Sammy walks out and realizes how, all Archie is. And he goes, I just want to say I had the best time of my life, and gives him a kiss. And you end on Archie's just shocked face. But that's some of the best comedy, because you think about the Chappelle Show. The Chappelle Show, there was a very famous sketch where it was a blind man who was a racist. He was black, but he was blind. You remember that? Yeah, that's right. So that was, those are things this is where comedy lives.
Norman Lear, the producer of that show, is so ahead of his time, very progressive. The Mary Tyler Moore Show, that was so progressive. Can't get a good show with a strong lead about feminism like that today. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that we miss as a country that even Jimmy Carter back in the day, ecologically, he was doing solar panels in the White House. Jimmy Carter put solar panels in the White House. How did we take those down? What happened? So there's our moments of progressive, changing the world, and it's slipping back. Any other questions? Nothing? Yes.
Do you have people using it in the classroom? Because I imagine for young people, this would be really a nice way to get them to talk about race. Because people are still really nervous. Like, to bring it up in a room is still really tough. Young people, I think, are better than they were because they see the diversity more.
Well, that's one of the things. We reached out to a lot of high schools.
We're from Rio Mesa. Our teacher showed this to us.
Great.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
So, are you glad you came?
Racist!
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being so. And that's the thing. We want to have as many high school students come to the show. There's no. It's not. People kind of worry about that.
We've done the show for kindergarten kids.
Seriously? No, we have not.
Here's the thing about performing in the classroom. We think it's important to bring them to the art because this is a play. We don't want to preach to anybody. We didn't write a lecture, a book, or anything about that. So, yes, we went to the theater once. We brought in kindergartners, and we're like, what the hell are they doing?
They brought in kindergartners?
They brought in little kindergartners to watch the show. But, and the funny thing is, they all said, at the end, when we were doing Q&A, they raised their hand like, thank you so much for talking to us like adults. No one ever talks to us like that. And I was like, damn.
And they called you the wetback.
They called me a wetback. Then you can,
Mr. Wetback.
Well, that's what part of this education is a lifelong experience. So I believe it is. I think you get educated every single day of your life. And so we would love to have more high school students come to this performing arts center. So please tell your friends, you're our ambassador to high schools.
yeah.
And that's really great that they're coming up. Because it was great, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not so bad. Not so bad.
Amazing.
Good.
Another follow us on Instagram.
Another question.
I think you're the only one who's there.
Yes.
I teach psych here at OC, and last week I was talking about the bigotry and the history of intelligence testing. So I had some people that were not Chicano in the class getting a little bit perturbed at me because I was talking about the bigotry and intelligence testing. So the following week I felt like I had to get off that subject because it looked like it was being too strong about the bigotry that happened in the testing of intelligence in California.
Yeah, I
Kinda
mean,
hard.
I think education, you have to really reach people, communicate. And those programs and those tests and things like that. I had dyslexia growing up, so I did horrible in school. I mean, but I was definitely intelligent. I've written books. I've spoken at Stanford. I've spoken at Harvard. I couldn't have got in there, but I definitely speak to them. So no, that's a good point. There is that in testing.
Russia. My mom was a teacher, and she always had problems when it came time for the the slavery teachings, slavery lessons. She felt she wanted to go deeper, but people go, oh, slavery again, slavery again. So I get it. It's pressure. It's pressure. She still did it though.
Another question? Yes.
Yeah, so do you think our society is over politically correct in what?
I don't know. I went to Marietta, and I was when all the big problems happened. I got to tell you, I think we've gotten worse. I think America, in some ways, has, typical when you lose opportunities and you start to you get conflicted. And people in Marietta, I saw those guys with flags going, they're still in our jobs. And I was looking at, it's a 9-year-old Honduran refugee child.
Yeah.
Decision.
That's my brother. That's my brother.
It's okay.
Is there a doctor?
You think it's that blood? Oh, tonight, anyone else? Yes.
We were just wondering, where can we find you on Instagram and Twitter? Or
You want to answer
Facebook?
that, Rafa? Where can they find you on Instagram?
Oh my God, my girlfriend just she said it all up. You're so funny. So we just got on Instagram and we just got on Twitter. That's why we're bringing it up. But we're at NWC Live. If you all want to, I don't know if anyone does that Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, at NWC Live, you do Instagram, Twitter, or you have a question?
NWC Live.
Yeah, just if you can't really follow all the people on these stages, I'm at Rick Nahara, they're at NWC Live. And yes, what's your
Do
question?
you guys make video copies of this?
No, we
No.
haven't, and there's a reason for that. We're developing like a sitcom out of this,
Oh, okay.
and then we can't put anything on tape just yet.
Oh,
Yeah, so hopefully in a few years there'll be something on TV.
All right.
And then it'll be great.
Yes, you have a question, or you have a t-shirt? She's wearing an NWC t-shirt, so I know she's a fan. And I want to thank our board member, Bernardo Perez. Thank you so much for being here. Acknowledge the support of all Oxnard College and whatever it's doing, Mike Bush. Dr. Jamila Moore, who's here as well, who's Chancellor. So we're going to keep doing what we do. Please tell all your friends. October 18th, Quetzal, a Grammy Award-winning band will be here. They are great, and their roots are from Oxnard. So this is the show you have to tell everyone about. October 18th for another Latino Thought Maker series. Thank you so much. Good night. You're all welcome to talk out.